Hi, Jen here, and in this video, I'm gonna talk about the power of your subconscious mind and its role in being able to reduce anxiety and cultivate trust in your life. So if you're someone that is experiencing anxiousness and self-doubt, then this video is for you because we are going to dive into how the subconscious mind is a major driver in that and how to start reprogramming the subconscious mind to operate differently. So first of all, if you're someone that doesn't carry a lot of trust, maybe you don't trust yourself, that's a big one, because if you find it hard to trust others or trust situations in life, there's likely a lack of self-trust as well. And maybe you don't trust the decisions you make. Maybe you have a difficult time making decisions, or you always ask for someone else's advice or someone else's opinion because you don't trust your own decision-making capabilities. Perhaps you grew up in a very controlling home where you weren't given the opportunity to make your own choices and didn't get that experience as a child to make your own choices, or when you did make your own decisions or had opinions that were different from that of the adult figures in your life, perhaps that wasn't okay. And maybe you got scolded or got in trouble. Whatever the reason may be, for some of us, and there's certain personality styles that I can go into in another video, but for some of us, many of us, trust was broken at some point in our childhood that now makes it difficult to trust ourselves and perhaps trust other people in our life as well. So let's go to the subconscious mind and how that is playing a role, because your subconscious mind is literally the driver of your beliefs, your actions, and your results. So we've all been programmed with different beliefs and ideologies and ways of being, and all of that started actually when we were in the womb. And between the ages of womb to about 7 years old is where most of our subconscious programs were ingrained. And they're literally not even our beliefs. They're beliefs of the influences that were around us at that time. Parents, teachers, religious figures, whoever was in your space between the ages of 0 to 7, you got programmed with their beliefs, okay? And so much like a computer, we all have a set of programs that run in the background on autopilot, and it shapes our perception of reality, okay? And many of these programs are not serving you any longer. They're limited ways of thinking, they're fear-based, and they may be keeping you stuck in a certain area of your life, okay? And so with these programs, a lot of them being outdated, untrue, not serving you, they have the potential to keep you stuck in a vicious cycle of perhaps anxiety or not feeling good enough, feeling unworthy, not trusting yourself, people-pleasing, things that you don't want and ways of being that you don't want. And it keeps you being a victim to life unless you choose to change. And the cool thing is you can change. You literally have the power to reprogram your subconscious mind and those underlying beliefs, paradigms, ways of being that aren't serving you any longer. It's a process. It doesn't happen overnight, but it's possible. We know through science that we are able to create new neural pathways in the brain and actually create new beliefs and new programs and new ways of being. So like literally giving ourselves an upgrade, like you would give a computer an upgrade. We have the power to do that. One of the ways that we can do that is through breath work. Breathwork's a really powerful way to process trapped emotions, release trauma, and literally access the subconscious mind so we can reprogram it with ways of being and beliefs and messages that serve us and support us, okay? And the key thing I want to drive home here is that the power is within you to create this change. So if you're experiencing something that you don't like, you have the power to shift that, and it really is up to you. It's your choice. So rather than being a victim to life circumstances, whatever it may be, a relationship, a career that you don't like, maybe you're being treated in a way that you don't like, you can change that. You can change that. And it requires like really choosing to move out of the victim story, because that's giving your power away, and choosing to take back your power and be responsible, knowing that you are source and everything in your reality was created by you, which is a totally different perspective than what most of the world is living in. Okay, so here's where we get to go with this. You get to choose to ground in your vision. So your vision is, what do you want? What do you want in life? Who do you want to be? Most of us know what we don't want, what we don't want to experience, but what do you want? For some people, actually, like, being able to say what we want is like a really big step, and it can feel difficult, especially if you are of a personality that's very like supportive. So maybe you're a people pleaser, or you've kind of been a doormat for many years and you just let other people's agendas come before your own. You may not know what your vision is. And so that's where you get to go first. What is your vision? Get out of your victim story into your vision. Don't bring the past into the present. Create your present from your future. So from your vision, and stand in that. Create actions that are aligned with your values and your integrity. So a friend shared with me a couple of like really powerful statements recently that landed for me. I'm going to share them here. So you can start programming these even into your subconscious mind by speaking these to yourself, saying them in front of the mirror, using them in breath work. But here are two to work with. Only I have to feel good about my choices. So if you're someone that struggles making decisions, trusting yourself, right? And you worry about what other people are going to think, or how it's going to affect someone else, or if they're going to be mad or reject you. All of these are legitimate. They're fears that keep us stuck in the same pattern. So knowing that, one, you can trust yourself. Two, only I have to feel good about my choices, and what's good for me is good for everyone else. So trusting yourself, tuning in, feeling into what is true for you, and coming from a place of power, knowing that only you have to feel good about your choices, and what is good for you is good for everyone else. So my question for you that you can share in the comments is, what new programs and beliefs are you creating for your life? So are you declaring your power and your worthiness? Are you declaring that you trust yourself and now make empowered decisions and choices for your life? Are you softening your heart and releasing control? So for some people, their way of being in life is very controlling and steamrolling and dominating. Again, it's a protective mechanism, but it's very, very blunt and controlling and direct and confrontive, to the point where it may repel people, right? So what is your growth edge? And I invite you to begin to integrate breathwork into this process of transformation, because it's going to allow you to quiet down the analytical mind, the racing mind, all the thoughts, and tune into your heart and actually be able to access the subconscious mind to start reprogramming it. So the invitation is to click the links below, check out some of my breathwork resources. I have a freebie library of meditations. I also have a membership where you'll get access to live online group breathwork classes, and a whole library of breathwork meditations that you can do in your own time, along with other wellness resources, emotional intelligence resources, transformation resources, to dive deeper into some of the emotional components and subconscious components that are underneath a lot of our behaviors. So, for example, anxiety is a symptom. What's underneath it, right? So we go deeper into all of that as well. So be sure to check that out. Like this video, subscribe so you get notifications on upcoming videos. And I hope you found this helpful. All right, bye.